Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I'm Elizabeth Greene, Paranormal Romance author, and today you will have noticed another change of scenery. Today is going to be a Valentine's Day special, so I thought I would take things into the bedroom and we could discuss the 5 main heat levels that you will find in romance fiction. But before we get into any of that, make sure that you have clicked that subscribe button and rang the bell to stay up to date with the latest from me. Okay, let's dive straight in there and let's talk about the first heat level. So that's heat level number 1. This heat level is known as the clean romance. This is very much a book that you could read in front of your grandmother and you would not feel embarrassed about. It's kind of the thing that you will find in a Hallmark Christmas film where the two characters are coming together. It is a friendly and sweet romance, and at the end they will share a kiss, and that is as far as it will go. Heat level number 2. This is known as the sweet romance. Again, the story is mainly about the two characters coming together. It's about their journey and their friendship, and you're not going to get much more on the page other than a few shared kisses, maybe a little bit more desire will be described, and there may be a little bit more touching and caressing, but it's not going to go anywhere beyond that. Setting number 3. This is what is called mid-range romance. So your mid-range romance, you are going to have more kissing, a little bit more physicality. You might find there's a little bit of more crude language included, and you may have some scenes of sexuality and physicality included within the story. They are very much there to move the characters on and to move the story forward. They're not just there for titillation. So you may have some touching, you may have your characters go to second or third base, but it's not going to be described in any intimate detail. You'll find the language will be quite flowery and will leave a lot to the imagination. If sex happens in the book, then it will be a fade to black, or it will happen behind closed doors. Heat level setting number 4. These are steamy romances, and these tend to be the category that I tend to write. So you will have sex scenes or intimate love scenes included within your book, but they are only there to move the story forward. They are part of the character's journey. They're not purely there for titillation, but you will have some coarse language. There will be swear words and curse words. Orgasms may happen, and you will have body parts described in intimate detail. Heat level setting number 5. This is a Scorchio hot erotica romance. Now, erotica is not for everybody because a lot of the time the sex scenes are very intense. They take up all chapters, not necessarily just a few pages within a book, and often the scenes are there purely for titillation. They do not move the story on in any way. There's just a case of, and now the couple are going to have sex again. Erotica isn't for everybody, but there are a lot of people who enjoy this genre. So those are the 5 heat settings that you will find in romance, and that applies to all kinds of romance. I write paranormal romance, and you will find these heat level settings throughout that genre as well. My books tend to be a level 4 verging on a 5. This is because I like to write the love scenes and I like for people to be involved in the journey with these characters. So I always make sure that the love scenes or the sex scenes between my characters are important to the story. They're happening for a reason. I don't like to just write them for the sake of trying to get my readers off. So how do you know what you're getting into when you pick up a book? How do you know what romance level you're going to get? Well, it's important that you read the description of the book, because if it is rated as 18 plus, then you know it is for an adult audience. So you can kind of guess you're going to get some steamy scenes and some crude language. Another way that you can find out is by looking at the front cover. If the front cover only has a couple walking through a meadow, then you can kind of guess this is going to be a clean romance or a sweet romance. Equally, if you have two people on the front cover of the book and they're staring lovingly into each other's eyes, or they're holding hands, or they're snuggled in together, then you are going to have a sweet romance. Now, for anything that is a heat level 4 or 5, you are going to see some elements of nudity on the front cover. So often these have a bare-chested man who's flashing his six-pack, or you're going to have a woman who is equally a little bit undressed, but not completely nude. If you see that, then you kind of know you're going to get some steamy scenes within that story. So take my front covers for example, usually they involve a bare-chested man. So that tells you that you're going to get hot scenes within this book. However, it is a love story, it is not erotica. Erotica front covers, they tend to be a little bit mixed. Sometimes you get a picture of a couple in the middle of a love position. You may find a woman with her legs wrapped around a man, or you may find it's gone the other way and it is very discreet. And you will have, like you've seen with the covers of 50 Shades of Grey for example, there is just an object shown which relate to the story. So for the front cover of 50 Shades of Grey, there was just a picture of tie, his tie that he uses to tie her up with. So sometimes they like to leave a little to the imagination, so again, make sure you read that description on the back so you know what it is you're getting into before you pick up the book. So that's all from me today. Thank you so much for watching. I know it was a short one, but I just thought I needed to get in here and celebrate Valentine's Day and talk a little bit about the romance setting. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. And just to remind you that my debut novel, Saved by the Big Bad Wolf, is available on Amazon now. You can get it as an ebook on your Kindle, which you can read on your tablet or your phone or your Kindle e-reader, or you can get it as a paperback. If you are subscribed to Kindle Unlimited, you can also grab hold of a copy there. I have out for pre-order at the moment the next in my series, which is Escaping the Beast, so make sure you check that out too. It's a very exciting story. I've loved writing it. It's about a vampire and a human and what happens when their two worlds collide. So hopefully you will enjoy that, so I definitely recommend you check it out and pick up a copy. That's all from me. Thank you so much for watching. Take care everybody. Bye.